is Ethan Hamler-Stroll, and in today's video we're going to be going over how to create a simple first contact letter for a lead. This example is going to cover a few of DocumentsCorePack's features, including advanced string fields, condition fields, and hyperlink fields. This video serves as a visual guide for a sample template that we offer on our website. So if you're curious about that, and curious about our website in general, please make sure to check out the video description down below. Now then, let's get started, shall we? So, here we are in Microsoft Word. I've already got some text started here. This is going to serve as a sort of base for our lead template. Now, what is the purpose of this template? The purpose of this template is to basically construct a letter meant to be sent to a potential customer, okay, a lead. And what we need for this template is some basic information about the customer and some information about ourselves. We're going to be including some fields up here in this table, a date field over here, and some other fields that you will see here momentarily. To show you our goal for this template, I have here on screen an example document that we can use as a sort of reference to see what exactly we want to achieve. As mentioned, this is going to be an initial contact, reach out to a new customer. So of course we have our general information about the customer here. You will see that we've got their name, their email, their address, and so on. This is what we want to achieve at the end of this video. And keep in mind, of course, some of the information might be a little different at the end, and when you're creating this, it might look a little bit different for you, but it's important to keep in mind that generally, this is what we're trying to go for. To begin with though, there's two things we need to do, like we do with every template. First, we need to set the type. In this case, we're going to need to set the type to the lead. So let's go ahead and find the lead entity. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and give our document a nice dynamic name. We're going to call it, lead plus, and I think we're going to put in the lead ID. Yes, just the lead ID right there. Then we're going to hit OK. Alright, so we got that set up for our template. Now we need to add in the standard fields for our template. So first thing that we need to do is we're going to put in some of the fields from our owning user. These fields for our owning user are going to come from down here in the lookup records. So what we need to do is we need to locate the owning user lookup, which is this. Go ahead and expand that. And what we're going to want is we're going to want our owning user's first name, last name, and primary email. So we're going to put that in here right here. First name, then last name, and then primary email. Just like that. We're also going to put in the first name and last name of our owning user here. Oops, nope. Oops, sorry, wrong field there. First name, and then last name. And then same for down over here. First name, last name. Okay, so we have the fields for our owning user in there now. Now we need the fields for our actual lead. So let's go ahead and put them up here. So we need their first name and last name. First name. And last name. Then we want their email, should actually be up here. Here it is, email, and then their address, which is just the address from composite field. Oh yeah, and then of course we need to make sure we put their first name and last name here as well. First name, and finally last name. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a date field up here. This can be added through the advanced string field, through insert field down here, computed item, and advanced string. You can just put that like so. And this will give us the current date that we generate this document when it is generated. Okay. Now then, the next thing we want to put in here is our hyperlink fields and our condition fields. Down here we have, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me via X. These two X's will represent our hyperlink fields, but for one of them we want to put in a condition field. First, however, just one hyperlink field to include first. So insert fields, down here, computed item, and then hyperlink field. So for this one, we want to enter our pattern correctly, and we'll just type mail to. Then our owning user's primary email. So we have to go down to the owning user lookup again, find the primary email field right here. I'm going to put email as the placeholder, and then we have to make sure we set the display name correctly, also to email. The single quotes are definitely necessary. Okay, so we have our first hyperlink field in there now. Okay. So we also have to put in one more hyperlink field, but before we do that, we also need to include a condition field. A condition field can be accessed through insert field down here, computed item, and selecting condition field. And then you can see this other window pops up. So the condition that we want to put in here is for a phone, because what we want is we want to provide the email of both our email or our phone number, but we only want the phone number to be displayed if that field is actually filled in our environment. And that's where the condition field comes in. So we're going to give this the name of phone is filled, and then we're going to go down to our owning user field once again. And you'll notice that when we go to owning user and click on that, another drop-down appears. And for this, we want to make sure our main phone is selected. So right here. And for this drop-down, we want to make sure has data is checked, because it will check if that field has data. Once this is set up, then we can just hit OK. And you will see that we have a condition field. This effectively acts as a little bit of a container for anything else. So whatever content is in this field will be displayed in the final document, or the final generated document, if the condition that we have created is set up. So if there is a phone number, then whatever is in here will be displayed. In our case, what we want to do is we want to put in our hyperlink field. So once again, we're going to go to insert field, computed item, and hyperlink. And similar setup as before. I'm going to put tel there, and then plus, and then we're going to put in the owning user's main phone. Scroll down to the main phone field, double click that. Enter phone as the placeholder, and the display name will be phone in quotes. Okay. I'm going to remove that X because that was supposed to be the placeholder. And now you can see that our hyperlink field is indeed in the condition field. And just to make this look a little bit more clean, we're going to make sure that or phone is filled. And we're going to make sure there's a space before or as well, because that way we can set it up so that if there is no phone, then there isn't some sort of weird space between that and the period. Okay. I think then we've got everything good to go with the template. All of our fields have been inserted. So I think it's time to go ahead and save and merge our template. To save our template, we're going to go ahead and go up here to the Save Template button. And we're going to give this a name of New Lead. And we're going to go ahead and save that. And once it's done saving, we should go over to our environment and check out our appropriate lead. We have a sample lead here, Nancy Anderson. We're going to be creating the template using this data that we have right now. We're going to go over to the three dots button up here and then go to the Create Document button. Oh, no, sorry. Create Document button is here. If you do not see the Create Document button, it is usually here if you have DCP installed. In our case, though, it's already set up here. So we're going to click that button and we're going to find our template here. Click Next. Then our file type is going to be remaining as PDF. We're going to attach this as a note, and then we're going to create our document. All right. Now you'll see here that our dynamic name is a little bit long. That's because we took the we put in the lead ID there for our document name. So this is generated correctly. And then we're going to go ahead and finish. Then we're going to go ahead and refresh it and see if it shows up on our timeline as an attached note, which it has been. And then, finally, we'll click on it, download it to get a better look. And you will see, sure enough, it looks like everything has generated correctly. We have the information of our lead here, the information of the owning user up here, the name's here, and since the phone number is indeed present for the owning user, it shows up here. The email and the hyperlink to that showing up here as well. Since everything seems to have generated properly here, then it looks like we're done with this template. If you have found this video to be helpful, please make sure to leave a comment and let us know down below. If you want to see more videos from us, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. And please make sure to, again, check out the video description for a link to our website and a link to this template. I think that's going to do it for us here today, though. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.